Hi, welcome to the Daily Insight for Saturday, December 9th. I have 2 cards for love, 2 cards for career and finance, and of course I'll follow up with the romance angel card. So the first card we have for love is the 10 of Wands in reverse, followed by the Page of Swords. So, yeah. So there's a group of you that have been dealing with a person in your life, and this is on a romantic level, where you've been carrying all the weight yourself. Like, you do everything. This is a partnership. You're actually with your partner. And for this group, whether you're married in a permanent relationship, but you are with your partner. But here's the thing, you know, the 10 of Wands is about carrying a lot of burden, right? It's about being overloaded. You've got all of this on top of you, maybe feeling like your partner is not helping, especially right now, the end of the year, trying to wrap things up. We've got the holidays, we have the new year going to start, we have taxes, you know, all these different things that take place in our lives at the end of the year. So it's a lot of burden. There may be family involved in it, travel. You're doing everything and your partner is not. Now, in reverse, that means you're dumping the load. You're letting it go. You're not holding on to it. So for this group that I am referring to, you are going to have a conversation with your partner, and your partner's actually going to take that load, not the full load. It's like you're dumping all of it, but you're going to actually divide it up in a fair and equal balance. Now, when it comes to another group, you've been dealing with a person that you were carrying all of this. You were trying to push the relationship forward. They probably weren't doing anything, actually. You took all the action, but in reverse, you're dumping it. You're saying, that's it, I'm done, I'm not going to do it anymore. And for this group of you, as soon as you dump this and you say, that's it, I'm letting go of all of this. I do not want to carry this. I'm not trying to push the relationship forward. As soon as you let that go, they will contact you. This is also represents communication coming in. So they're going to contact you as soon as you say, I'm not going to push the relationship forward anymore. I'm going to let go and let God. That kind of, you know, kind of like the Fool in a sense, that mentality of, I'm not doing this. I am not going to put any more effort out. That's when they're going to come forward. So I am going to pull a romance card and see how it ties in with the reading. And there it goes. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So for both of those scenarios, this is very applicable. Releasing, okay, you're going to release the burden upside down. You're going to let it go. And you're going to learn, for those of you, well, actually on both sides, when we put all our effort in and we get nothing back, it just is so much on us, we can't handle it. I mean, it literally is very difficult for us to do that. So by releasing this burden, you'll forgive. And it says, as you release and heal the past. So whatever took place, you're letting it go and moving forward in your life without that weight on your shoulders. And you'll feel so much lighter, so much happier. And as soon as you do, that's when the person's going to step up and they are going to come in and pick up part of this or all of the burden. Now, when it comes to career and finance, and I will relate it to love, we have the 4 of Cups followed by the World card. So when we're looking at this situation, you know, the 4 of Cups is about, it can be being bored. It can be a person is focused on something else. So when we're looking at the relationship, actually in both scenarios, but you were carrying all the weight because your partner was focused on something else. They weren't paying attention to you. For those that you have been apart from your partner, they do live at a distance. They weren't focused on you. They may have been focused on other things in their life, and actually in this group, they were focused on, emotionally focused on somebody in the past. They didn't want to give, okay? They weren't ready to move forward. They were holding on, being stubborn, and not helping. But once you walk this line and say that's it, that's when they're going to come in. And when they do, when you drop this burden in either scenario, the world is here. The world card does represent travel. It can be distance. So whomever this is pertaining to, most likely you are at a distance. Different state, different country. There may be travel involved in this for you to be able to let go of this burden. But remember, carrying the load 100 or 110% all by yourself is not going to make a relationship. So when we are in a relationship, both people need to give. It isn't one giving more than the other. Both people need to give in the relationship. Now, when it comes to career, what I'm seeing is a group of you that you are completely bored. You are not challenged. You are emotionally unsatisfied in the job that you are currently working in. They're saying that you have an opportunity that's going to come that is going to actually lead you in the right direction. An opportunity that will give you emotional satisfaction. Now, it may be at a lower pay. However, you will be happy when you get up to go to work. You will be filled with energy when you're done with work. When we work in a place, then an environment that's toxic or that we are so dissatisfied at, we don't want to get out of bed, we don't want to go to work. When we come home, we're exhausted, just exhausted, because we are dealing with something we're not emotionally satisfied. So this is going to take place, and again, it may be at a lower pay. It's not going to pose you as destitute or anything. You'll still have enough money to take care of yourself. It's just not the same amount. But this is an incredible opportunity that is on its way for you. Yeah, so I do hope this helps you, and you all have a wonderful day. Much love.